Hello! Yes, it's me again, Gareth, and it's time for another update of what's new at Cosmic Toys. There's not a huge amount. There's been very, very little in the way of trade-ins this week, but, there's always a but, isn't there? But there's been quite a few deliveries. There's been 3 deliveries, a Games Workshop delivery, a disappointing Diamond delivery, and some cool horror stuff from Neca. As usual, there's some cool bits from Japan. So, why don't we take a look? Right before the main delivery turned up this week, I received a small shipment from Games Workshop. We've got a couple of restocks to start with in the form of the Orcs, Runterd and Gretchen. Because this is such a small set and you get quite a lot of little tiny figures in there for your money, they do tend to sell quite well, these ones. And they're always coming and going. We also had Fulgrim released about a month, 6 weeks ago. Well, it sold, and now I've got another one back in because stocks have finally been replenished. He's Primarch of the Emperor's Children, and what a beast he is. I have so many projects waiting to be, well, started, let alone completed. I've been nabbing one of these myself. And then upcoming release here, we've got the Chaos Knights Knight Ruinator. It's a big brute, big beast of a piece is that one. Just as with Fulgrim there, it'll probably sell out and then you won't be able to get it for a month, 6 weeks before stock is replenished. So if you want one of them, they're due for release on the 21st of June. And also, yes, we've got a couple of the Battle Force for the Chaos Knights, the Hound Pack Lance. I do like to try and get these Battle Forces in. They don't always sell straight away, but they're the kind of thing that you get. Let's say this is 60 quid, 60 quid, 60. I don't know how they break it down, whether they're separately or anything like that, but the not so chaos ones, the normal knight versions of these, the armigers, you get 2 of these in a pack for £52.50. That's with my 10% discount, so they're probably about £57, £58 for 2. So bearing in mind that chaos stuff is normally a little bit more expensive because of all the spiky bits that they add on, you're looking at least 60 quid for 2, 30 quid each. So do the maths, you're getting 7 of these in there. Of some kind, or unless these are bigger than those, I don't know. So yeah, and you make a saving by buying these box sets, and once these box sets are gone, they do not reissue them. You just have to buy them separately at full price. So yeah, we've got 2 of those, again, available from the 21st of June. That's all we got in from, well, there were a few paint restocks, but I'm not going to waste time showing you little pots of paint, am I? Other than that, that's all that came in from Games Workshop. Moving on to the main delivery this week. A little disappointing is the main delivery from Diamond this week. We've got some manga in the form of Dragon Ball Super, Volume 23, which I've already got this because they hadn't put a note on my account that it had been ordered. It hadn't been recorded. So I've ended up ordering it twice. Thanks, Diamond. And then we've got some Berserk for a customer who ordered it. So do remember, we can order titles in that we don't necessarily always keep in stock. Only got so much space in the shop for stock. And then some Funko Pops. I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely loving this Martian Ambassador. I think that's fantastic with his glittery cape. Very, very cool. Martian Spy Girl as well. That's not a bad one. And the whole set is made up of those two and a Martian Soldier. And we received stock of one singular Martian Soldier so far. And yet all three each of the other ones that I ordered. So I can't exactly make up full sets, can I? Real Ghostbusters, we've got Venkman with Slimer, which I think this actually works really well as a Funko Pop. You know I'm not a fan of Funkos, but yeah, I kind of like this. And I'm hoping that they don't short ship me on some of the others, because, well, you've got to have full sets of these, haven't you? They've got to go as a full set. Collect them all. It says it there. Collect them all. And then we've got a couple from Jujutsu Kaisen, which these I did only order the main ones, which is Yuji Itadori. That's down as a Pop Plus because, well, it's got a stand, which they used to have that as standard, didn't they? But it's got a little bit of an effect around it, and it's throwing some kind of magical Jujutsu Kaisen punch. Again, they used to be fairly standard, but now things like that are considered plus. How strange. And we've got Sukuna as well. The guy who was living inside his body, so to speak, and comes out from time to time. Yeah, yeah, that's it. That was the Diamond order. Well, apart from a few comics, but they're pretty much all customer orders, so yeah, no point me showing you those. Yeah, Funko Pops, and that's it. Meh. But we did at least have a pretty cool delivery of horror stuff from Neca. We got the Ultimate Count Orlok from Nosferatu. Yes, this did come out a year or two ago, but this is the new black and white version. And I kind of love that expression on his face there. It's quite shocked, isn't he? You know, I like that. I think that's a really awesome piece. Nice work on that one, Neca. Nice work on that one. We've got the new Frankenstein as well, the monster from Bride of Frankenstein. Again, black and white one. This one's a little bit different because normally they release the colour one and then the black and white one later, but I don't think there's been a colour Bride of Frankenstein Frankie yet, so maybe they're switching their methods around a little bit, I don't know. Nice figure though, nice figure, really nice head sculpts on those. Great detail, very good detail. And then there's an Ultimate box set or 2-pack from the Evil Dead, where we get Ash and Cheryl. Very sweet is that. It's been a while, I think, since we last had an Ash figure, so nice to see those. I love the artwork on the back of the box as well. I know it's just Photoshop, you know, pictures of the figure and put against a swirl, but it works for me, it pops, I like it. I think it's better than that anyway. Two other pieces. We've got the Beetlejuice classic figure in his striped suit. This is just a reissue of a figure that came out many moons ago. But I've got to say, I do like the packaging on this. Do like the packaging. You can also get the red tuxedo, but I just opted for the classic. And last one, Freddy Krueger, of course, from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. This is what they call the cloth retro action figures. So they're a bit like a Mego figure, with proper clothing on. Very nice. Yeah, loving that one as well. So a nice little lot, I think, there from Neca this week. And of course I've had a few bits in from Japan this week as well. There's a pretty sweet mishmash of all my favourites. We've got an absolutely gorgeous Godzilla -1 art vignette. Couldn't figure out what an art vignette was compared to a figurine. When you start looking around the box, just kind of give it away when you look at that particular picture. So it's got no legs. It's had its legs chopped up. No, obviously it's designed to look like it's coming up out of the water, and I think that looks absolutely incredible. I'd be tempted to put a little bit of gloss varnish over him to make him look wet, you know, because he's just come up out of the water. But yeah, I do think that looks really, really nice. I'm liking that piece. Oh, there we go. We've got, I believe this guy is called Rimuru from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, something like that. What I can't figure out is that Rimuru, or is this Rimuru, or is this a clone that he's made of himself and he's carrying himself? And I don't know. It's a pretty cool little figurine though. There he is, the full image of him. Yeah, I've actually just started watching this with my daughters. We're about 8 episodes in. It's alright. I've seen better animes, but I've seen a lot worse too. Transformers Golden Lagoon. You know, from that one singular episode of the G1 cartoon. Yeah, we've got a Takara piece here, and it is a Beachcomber, Perceptor and Sea Spray, as they've been dipped and dived in that Golden Lagoon. Quite a nice exclusive box set, is that? It is sealed, so I can't take them out and show you. I would have liked to have looked at these myself, actually. Never mind. Kamen Rider Revice. Kamen Rider figure by SH Figure Arts here. Now this one is actually open, so we can have a brief little look at it. So shall we? It's not that side that's open, it's this side. And through the magic of editing, a cut and a transition stuck in here. It's out of the box, and wow, does this look like it belongs on the shelf of a sweets shop. It literally looks like it's put together out of sweeties. Look at them colours. I'm loving this. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I know a lot of people are looking at this right now thinking, what is he talking about? That is a gaudy mess. Well, I like it. Apparently I like a gaudy mess. No, that's nice, is that? That's nice. I like it. Awesome stuff. Speaking of gaudy messes and bright colours, we've got some more of these vinyl action gacha figures. We've got the little Cthulhu guy here. Very sweet. Got quite a few different versions, different colours. There's another glittery one there. Quite like that. That's nice. Got a glow-in-the-dark one over here. That's a new character. I've not had this one in before. That's another look at him, that mould. Three-eyed bat-looking creature. It's awesome. Awesome. And yet we've had this one before. I think I've got one of these at home because I think he's absolutely evil looking. I love it, like some kind of nasty gremlin, but cute at the same time. Yeah, I like these little things. That one. Again, like a sweet. It's like a boiled sweet. Yeah, awesome stuff. Absolutely awesome stuff. And then we've got a vintage Toy Biz Spider-Man action figure here. It's Stealth Venom Sneak Attack Symbiote, and it's a nice one. Card on it is absolutely gorgeous, stunning mint, very nice. And the bubble is also really nice all the way around. But I just love the way that figure looks like it's made out of glass. That's awesome, is that? I've had this loose a few times, but obviously because it's been played with over the years, it picks up scuffs and just doesn't look anywhere near as nice as that looks. That's gorgeous. Love it. Yeah, so that was all of this week's pickups from Japan. or trade-ins, or whatever you call it. Things that I've ordered from Japan. You know, right after I finished filming that little bit with the Japanese stuff, I put the camera down and then I was like, oh, some more Japanese stuff there. Isn't that right, Baragon? Yep. Okay, right. So yeah, we got a couple of vinyl figures. These are the Bandai ones. This one's from 2023, but it is from the 1965 movie, and it is Baragon. He's an early foe of Godzilla, and he's just a fun guy. Look at his little smiley face, and he's a bit of a horny devil, isn't he? Look at that, look at that. He's horny. And Megaguirus, which was that 2000? Might be before, on or around 2000, Megaguirus turned up. Let's have a look. 2000, was it? No, it doesn't say, does it? It's a 2022 figure, obviously, but normally it says what year the film came out, and it's gone now. I did know. Moving on. Yeah, Megaguirus, it's a dragonfly on crack. From another dimension as well. Fast and the Furious Hot Wheels here. We've got a Ford Escort RS. It's a 1971. It's a 1600, and it's Brian's. Well, it used to be, but you know what? Now it's mine. Haha. Oh, I want that Lambo. Oh, Skyline. Oh, yeah, stop it, Gareth. We got 3 of the Masked Rider / Kamen Rider vinyl figures there as well. The Rider Hero series ones. There's one there from Agito. I think that might be the villain because it looks a bit nasty. I'm not sure what the middle one comes from. Oh, Masked Rider Blade. I've not heard of that one yet. Masked Rider Blade. Okay, there we go. And obviously Masked Rider Phase on that end one there. And then we've got... This is a pretty cool piece. Well, I say it's a pretty cool piece. It looks cool. I love the packaging. I love the artwork on it and everything. I love that VAC metalized gold. That's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's Super Sentai. We got it over here. There's Power Rangers Zeo, I believe. The figure is by Yutaka. The figure itself is the nastiest, cheapest, plasticky piece of crap you've ever seen. Do you want to have a look? Shall I get it out of the box and let you have a look? Oh, why not? So I love that on the top of the box it's got the name translated into English. King Pyramida. Pyramida? I don't know, but it's madness. Absolute madness, and I love it for that. I really do. There we are, that's the figure. It is the lightest. In fact, this tray that it comes in may be slightly heavier than the figure. It's all hollow. It's nasty, and I love it. Absolutely amazing. Vintage Power Ranger connected action figure there. As you can see, Yutaka 1996 it says there. The box says 95. Yeah. It's nuts. It's wild. You can imagine Mr. T wearing this around his neck, couldn't you? Awesome madness. I love it. As for actual trade-ins through the door at the shop, there's not been a huge amount. It's quite low, to be honest with you. So I'm going to cram it all into one segment. Yeah, honest. So there was a Star Wars Vintage Collection action figure of Dr. Aphra. She's mint and sealed on card, and she is number VC129. Tim, who brought me that, also brought me the Black Series Archive Series Scout Trooper, or Biker Scout, depending on your persuasion, and also a TIE Pilot from the Black Series. It's original blue line box as well, very cool. A few days before that, I had someone bring me in just Barricade here. It's sealed, it's from Transformers The Last Night. It's a Generations one, although during this time they called them Premier Edition. Yeah, don't really know why. Sealed in the box, and he just traded it for a figure. Thank you. A couple of Star Wars pieces there. We've got a Koto Bukia Artifacts Plus Jango Fett from Attack of the Clones. Now, box is not sealed, but when you get inside to the clamshell part of it, it is completely sealed, so I can't take it out and show you, really. Gentle Giant Oola. Apparently, he didn't have this on display, so it's lived all its life in the box. Until now, of course. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because as nice as it is, there's a few marks on it. And, ooh, gotta be careful, but those marks that are there, oh, the camera's not really picking up, there we go. You can just see some little dark marks there. They're actually caused, let me best cover that nipple back up, hadn't I? They're actually caused from the material. How strange is that? And we got a little bunch of Dragon Ball Evolve figures. This one is, oh my god, stupid names that they have for these things. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta. You can't say Super Saiyan one time in a name, you have to say it twice or more. He's got lovely metallic spiky blue hair and matching shoes and belts, you know, because he knows how to accessorise. There he is, yep. And this box set of 3, where you get a golden Freezer. And I'm not sure I know the names of the other 2. I'm guessing that middle one's Goku. Is he Goku? Some version of Goku. It's probably Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Metalhead, Super Saiyan I've dyed my hair silver, Super Saiyan God Goku, or something like that. And I don't know this lilac looking guy. Does it have so many names on the back? Oh no, it doesn't. It does. It's Jiren. I would never have figured that was a name, considering all the other names in this series. Okay, we've got Jiren, and we've got look at that. No Super Saiyan at all in that name. It's Ultra Instinct Son Goku. Okay, fair enough. And Golden Freezer. I knew it was Golden Freezer. I knew that one. And same guy also brought me some other Dragon Ball figurines here. Chibi Masters. We've got a Freezer in his 4th form. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Okay, what's the difference between that and that? That's the same thing, isn't it? So if you can say it once there, why can't you just say... yeah, alright, just drop it, Gareth. Just drop it. Super Saiyan Broly. And Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku. Awesome stuff. And Blackbird. I got asked for this once about a year, 18 months ago, and I couldn't even order it from my suppliers, so I was actually quite thrilled when someone brought me this in. No idea what it's about, but there's the first 9 volumes there. And that's this week's few tradings. So yeah, like I said, not exactly a stacked episode, but there's some very nice pieces that's come in this week at least. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing earth-shattering, but still some pretty cool bread and butter things, as I'd call them. Right, it's Father's Day morning, and I think it's time I spend some time with my daughters, so I'm going to go now. Bye-bye. Be sure to let me know your favourite items down in the comments. Right, take care everyone. Bye-bye.